Oh, oh no, the camera has overheated again. Oh dear. One moment, please. Oh no, I'm gonna turn it off and turn it on again anyway because apparently, there we go. It's too warm. Here we are. Ah, pardon me. One moment. Okay, we'll see how we go. But yeah, I should have opened my window to keep this room colder. Hi. Cannot remember the last unshrimping, right? Oh, know the feeling. Nick, hello. Thank you very, very much for the resub. Can I get you a hat? Please let me know. Also, Lily, thank you for the resub. Same to you. Let me know if you'd like a hat. Dre, hello, hello, hello again. We have temporary office doggos who are doing a wonderful job of making sure everyone knows someone has arrived. Nice. Excellent person detecting systems, doggos. Okay, let me send out the blue sky post. Present blueprints. Post. Space hat? Absolutely. One moment and I shall do that happily. Okay, that's the blue sky post. Stick that there, hit save. Bring up Discord, go to Discord. Pop that in there, hit enter. There we go, nice. Ba, ba, ba. So a space hat, excellent plan. Let me, how about this one? I don't know how well this will come up on camera actually, but let me have a look. Sometimes even if it's just the warehouse guys coming from the building, I mean, the doggo has to make sure you know, like, there's one, Dre. It's a nice blue to black. It's quite nice. Blueprints color. Shunk. Sixth hat in the first stack. First stack is space, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, it's one of the inky ones. Hold on. Do I have a... Because I've got a couple of hats that need repairing, so I've got Velcros that need repairing, so I've got to move those out. This one's good. It's one of the really inky ones. Hold on. Hide my face so it stops looking at it. It's a very nice purple and black sort of inky space with lots of very tiny stars. So should be a nice combination. There we are. There we go. Oh, possibly slightly further up. Yeah, feels about right. That'd be fine. Hey, Banana Mobster. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Also Fluffy. Hello, Fluffy. Welcome in too. Sorry, I didn't see you in the pile of chat. Hello, hello. Welcome on in as well. Okay, so I've got that done. Let me just have a quick... Okay, and then actually there's something I wanted to just really quickly check. 1 second. Bear with me one moment while I check this. Okay. You're all like, what you doing, Steven? Admin mostly. Okay, we're good. We're Gucci. Okay, so let me fire up Steam then. That's okay. Bitrate is... oh no, it's unstable. I was like, it was stable, but it's now become unstable. It's it was in a kind of a weird state, and then I looked at it and it collapsed, so it became unstable, which is good. Let's see. Hey, Emilia, welcome on in. Also, I need to bring up my obsidians. There they are. Unstable? You rang. Hello, Brian. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I collapsed the waveform by looking at it, and it chose unstable, as it always does, unfortunately. Right, pause that. Doom. Sorry. Doom. Doom. Sorry, my air piano was totally in the wrong place there for a minute. Should be all the way over here. Doom. Unless I've got a teeny tiny air keyboard, and then I could be here. I get my cat keyboard out. Meow. Oh, day 65. So, previously on Blueprints, we made the power hammer. We did some power hammering, so that was very successful. We solved one of the Morajai boxes. Although if I remember correctly, I solved it and then sat there going, now what do I do? I can't figure out what to do next because I forgot about the buttons at the sides. That was that. What else did we do? We achieved a couple of things last week. What else did I do? Oh yeah, we had a look at the second room above the rotating gears, but it's got a padlock on it. I think I took screenshots of it. I don't remember if I actually put those screenshots into my notebook, but I think the underpass section. I didn't actually put the screenshot where I need to put it, so pardon me while I very quickly take that screenshot and paste it in. But there was a padlock, and I took screenshots of all the combinations of letters, so that I have not all the combinations of letters, but you know what I mean. I took screenshots of it rotated several times so that I can see what all the letters were. And there is a number 8, which, as we know, features somewhat prominently around the place. So hopefully that will help us in figuring out what it should be. And there is a blueprint in that room, as well as a red letter and a gem. So it is definitely on our list of places to definitely get to. So we need to get onto that. What else did we find? We found stuff about the things that control the remote doors. We found stuff for that. We smashed the vases. How did I forget that? We smashed the vases. Oh, and we met the ghosty friend in the Geist bedroom. Yeah, we met a ghost. I haven't tried to date them yet, but we sort of have a ghost. Yeah, we bounced around a lot. Bounced around a little bit, but yeah, let us jump on in anyway. Today's plan is probably going to be good time zone. We dating ghosts now. I mean, we could date everything apparently, so who knows? But yeah, today's plan is probably going to be to try and see if I can get lots of green rooms, because the greenhouse has a smashable wall, and the secret garden has a smashable wall. At least I think they're smashable. I'm assuming they are. So if I can get a cloakroom and get the wings, then smashy. Even if I only get one of them, potential for smashy shenanigans ensues. Did I miss anyone else coming in? Sorry, there's a few extra lines of chat. But yeah, let's jump on in. I'm sorry as well. It is very, very warm. So if I'm just occasionally just staring into space and sweating, that's why. It's stuffy as fuck here. To the point that I say the camera turns off occasionally. Smash or pass, original edition, right? Smash or pass, and you're actually holding a hammer. Good times. But yes, day 65 in the Big Blue House. We should at some point still try and do the basement key for the fountain thing. I'll need to clear the water out again. Because I played around with the water for something, didn't I? What did I do that for? I did it for something. So yeah, certainly on the list of potentials. But yeah, look, I smashed the thing. I didn't even realize you. And apparently, someone in the chat said you didn't even need the power hammer, which, to be fair, makes sense. An ordinary hammer can smash a lot of stuff. But yeah, apparently so. Oh, right. I do think on the ad break I will clamber across the bed behind the green screen, which probably will knock the green screen out of alignment. But I do think I will clamber across the bed on my break and open the window, because, oof. It's funny, because was it Monday night? The temperature outside dropped to like 17 degrees or something, and I had the windows open until like 2 a.m. to try and get as much of that in and as much of the hot out. I reckon I'm going to go with root cellar. I don't think the room ever starts with items. I'll take the steps and find out. But with all these extra diggy spots, if I do get my shovel, I can just come straight back. If it's close to the starting area, I'll come straight back and do some digging. It'd be wonderful if we could also combine this with the doggos. That'd be great. Passes when you don't have a hammer and you walk past. Fair. Heck, if only the cloakroom would let me hold 2 items, then I could go back to my standard plan of always having a key card. So then it would be smash or pass. Right, let's go. Okay, so yeah, we have no blessings active. I still need to figure out the castle puzzle downstairs. I still think I think it obviously relates to the chess move, but I do wonder if I have to play it somehow. If I have to actually do a castle. Again, date everything, do a castle. But yeah, I wonder if I have to get all the pieces placed correctly and then get them placed again, but with the castle and king up. I don't know. I don't know how I would make that work. There's something there, but there's probably instructions in a room somewhere, or at least some kind of hint. One drawback of Windows 11 today, I'm currently on mobile, hoping that my monitor being off for a bit means the Thunderbug inside it leaves. Oh, fun times. Yeah, we've had a few fly friends around here. I really hope none of them are inside my monitor. Parlor. Yeah, let's start off as we mean to go on. Let's get some gems. Let's start off with the age-old what the fuck does that even mean puzzle. Oh, but first we check behind the couch. Always check behind the couch. Okay. The gems are in the black box. This statement is of no help at all. I love this box. I love this box so very much. This box and the blue box are both false. So, this box is neither positive nor negative. If I remember correctly, it is neither... Oh no, actually, incorrect. The blank box is neither positive or negative. This box is false because it is actually helpful. Potentially. I suspect it's false. It's under the cover but in front of the screen. Oh, fun times. Fun, fun, fun. Yes, I hope it leaves. So this box and the blue box are both false. If this was the case, then this box would have to be true. This statement is of no help at all. But if that was the case, then it would actually be helpful because it being true confirms that one of the others must be false. So that's a fun one. But let's run it. The gems are in the black box. True. This statement is of no help at all. True. This box and the blue box are both false. False. The gems are in the black box. False. This box and the blue box are both false. True. But then it can't be because that one's false. So then this would be false, which would make this one true. This statement is of no help at all. True. But it kind of is, in that any statement is always helpful. A blank is of no help, although a blank is also of help in that it means that one of the others is definitely true and one of the others is definitely false. This box and the blue box are both false, so if that's false, then that means the blue box is true. This box and the blue box are both false. That cannot be true and false. So it must be false. And if it is false that this box and the blue box are both false and this one is false, then this one must be true. And if this is true and this is false, then this is also sort of help, but I guess it becomes a little bit less solid. Is it of help to know that one of them is fine? Yes. It feels like white is like Schrodinger's, it's both true and false. Yeah, it depends on whether or not the other two are made more or less obvious by there being a third statement. In this case, both yes and no, sort of, because there must be one true and there must be one false, at least. So the existence of a third box means it's one of these two. The existence of a white box at all means it's got to be one of these two, which is kind of, it works. Pardon me, apparently I have lost all ability to speak. Cheers. That is still hot tea. Let's see. So yeah, you could say that was false, but it doesn't really help you then because the other one could also be false. So I would argue it's true, or false depending. But yeah, the gems in the black box, true. This statement is of no help, sure. This box and the blue box are both false. If this is false, then it can't also be true that it and the other box are false. And if it's false, then in order for it not to be true, the blue box must be true. So the blue box is correct. The gems in the black box, they must be in here. Shunk. Doodle-doodle-doo. I still think this box is helpful. Okay, so let us jump along. Ooh, workshop straight out of the gate. We might get the chance to make something else. We do have more stuff to make. I do love the music room though, and it does give us a direction over to the wing, and the sooner I get to the wing, the better. So I'm gonna go with the music room. Ugh, I'm so warm. What do we got? Prism key? Nice. Love a good prism key. Anything else? Also, no music playing. Shame. Courtyard is perfect. Thank you. Okay, so we don't have the box. We have 3 diggy spots, so we really need to get our hands on a shovel. I have got only 1 key, so I'm not going to use it. Okay, lab or closet. I'm actually going to take, the Geist bedroom. The Geist bedroom. I'll get dice for it. Hey buddy. And because there's no window this time, you can't see the stone plinth. So yeah, the Geist bedroom. Nice. Hey buddy. So, at least we've got a couple of rerolls, and we can hopefully make a push. If I take a dining room and then go straight across it again, try and get another green. Garage is good for keys, but I really don't want it. I'm gonna push up the side and see if I can get Secret Garden. Should have taken West Wing Hall actually. Den. So I'll try some rerolls now if we don't get it. And the Prism key does what? It gives you the same key. Yeah, floor plan the same color, so I don't want to do that. I want to save it for a green room on this side. So what I really want to do is use a key and then do a reroll if I need to. Okay, reroll. Veranda. Yes. Still no sign of a diggy spot, of a shovel. So we've got plenty of things to break open already. Ah, no prism key to use, no locked door. Try redraw. Okay, so we're probably not going to get the Secret Garden today then. Because now if I get the locked door... Ah, oh, god damn. Yeah, so we're not getting the Secret Garden. Unless this last one is green. Resilience of the Rook. So, battery. Lots of digging spots, though. I really need to get the commissary and get a shovel and run through here. But now I can redraw this. Except I don't have a key. And I think if I use the prism key, it'll draw a room like this. So what I need is a normal key. So we will go and get a normal key and come back. God damn, so many digging spots and not a single key or shovel to make use of them. Right, let's see what's in here. Nope. Everything is going to be locked now. Food is there. Oh, commissary. Yeah, we'll take it. Please have a shovel. Yes. Oh, thank you very much. Also, I might metal detector it up because I can afford that. And look, immediate digging spots. Great. Got nothing. I think it's pinging because of the lunchbox, to be fair. I'm gonna eat the pizza. We'll leave the lunchbox for now. Okay. God, half of them are going to be empty now after all that. Okay, so far digging up fuck all. Finally, a key. Nothing in there, is there? Because of that, actually, I'm going to run around and go out the front since we're down this end of the building again. Could also try the other side while we're here and then bridge across. Oh, it's too warm. Let's dig some shit up. A brick. Now it says not worth picking up, but why can't I use that brick to smash open some of those boxes? I could get a cloakroom and get my power hammer and that would do the job, but god damn. Okay, the RNG hates us. Jesus fucking Christ. Look at that. Pebbles, pebbles, a brick, pebbles, rock. We got 2 keys, having done how many digs? 8 digs. We got 2 keys, 9 digs. Wow. Thanks, game. It's going to be that kind of a run. Fucking hell. Right, let's try the other side. Utility closet. No. I might take the pantry, actually. RNG is like, fuck you, buddy. And again, now it's doing the same thing. It's screwed us over again. But yeah, RNG hates me today. Magnifying glass, we'll take that. Maybe I could make the laser thing. What was that again? What was the laser torch? I don't have the tomb though, so what else could I set on fire? There's got to be other things I can light or set on fire. As you do. Right, well, since we've dead-ended ourselves here completely, I'm going to take the storeroom. Now, I could have picked the spare room back there and at least gotten to the corner, but apparently the RNG is not our friend today, so we're going to act accordingly. And we are just going to, kick it in the crotch and call the cat rude names or whatever. Okay, so yeah, look, fuck all here, fuck all here. That's the lunchbox, which you don't want yet. No point going in there. Run all the way through here. This run may be over very fast at this rate. Use a key. I've got 5 now. Okay, bedroom or a library, it doesn't matter which. So take a bedroom. No pings close by. A coin. A coin. But imagine you get the root cellar and you think, heck yeah, this is going to be great. And so far, the digging spots have like a 20% return rate. Not exactly jumping for joy here. Right. What did I need to make the zappy thing? Burning glass. That's the one. Metal detector plus magnifying glass. There's definitely stuff I can set on fire, right? There's definitely things I can burn. Pebbles. Great, thanks. Okay, use a key. And now, conservatory, but I have redraws. And I want to get the garden one. There's my hammer. I wonder if I can't get the garden one in a corner. I possibly can't. Yeah, I possibly can't get the garden in a corner. We may already be out of it. What a terrible run. I wonder, yeah, if I can't get the garden one in a corner, it might never work in a corner location. It might have been required to be one of these ones. We just didn't get it. What I possibly should have done isn't the secret garden only on the east side of the house? No, I think secret garden is west and greenhouse is east. Pretty sure secret garden is west and greenhouse is east. What I probably should have done, though, was wiggled my way up the middle so that I got a lot of these other rooms out of the way, so I increased the chances of drawing green stuff on the wings. I'm pretty sure I've done Secret Garden on this side of the house. In fact, I think I've only done Secret Garden on this side of the house. I'm almost certain. So yeah, it won't matter much anyway because this wing will be over. This room will be over soon, so it won't actually make any difference at this point. Might as well get the kitchen, I guess. Either way, it's kind of irrelevant because I didn't get Secret Garden or Greenhouse, so which side they're on is kind of irrelevant. Almost might not bother spending my money because what's the point? God, this key. Oh, goody. Well, a dark room, at least we know where it's going. Right, some more money. A key. So like now that we've completely lost the point, now it's like, oh, here, you found some stuff. You found some more stuff. Here's more stuff for you. It's like, thanks. Now that we don't care anymore, now you're like, here, have some stuff. Use key. Great. Practically dead end immediately. Oh yeah, look, it's it has dead ended us. Seriously, buddy. Right, let me do that. It's this again. White off, green, blue. Wait, no. Blah blah blah. Off, blue, green. Off, blue, green. White, red, purple. Okay, so key cards off, gymnasium off, darkroom on, garage on. There we go. So I don't know if I have any diggy stuff to do downstairs, and you're not going to work because I haven't got the well, one, I haven't got a card, but two, I also don't have a I don't have a card, and I also don't have the security office. So we don't have that yet. We can't force those doors to unlock. Let's see if there are any diggy spots downstairs while we can. I wonder if you can even get diggy spots down here. Probably not. Is our smashed wall still smashed? I assume so. Yeah, nice. So we can get all the way back out to the front if we had reason to, which we don't right now, but still. That's cool to have. As I say, it's pretty much permanent access to this part. You don't have to get to the foundation to do it. So I still have my key combination up there, which I still don't know. And I've still got access to all of this. But of course there's no diggy spots down here anyway. And there's no point going around to the other rooms because we don't know any more sigils yet. we've got stuff in the sigil rooms to solve, but I don't think we have any more sigils yet. Might be worth going back to the classroom stuff. I do wonder if I've ended up with clues as to what some more of the sigils are in the classrooms. Although one of the books I want to get my hands on should have, I assume, more of the sigils. The History of Orinda, first edition. That might be helpful. Right, back up we go. Hey, Kath, how you doing? Welcome on in. Clink. Hope you're doing good. Pop, 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 pop. So what do we got in here now? A key. Yeah, like now that I'm down to like one door and only one door. Oh, thank you for the follow, Pharma Guy. We use a key and we hope for the best. I do not have any... Worst RNG ever. I don't have any gems. So I get a closet or a toilet, and that's it. God damn. Terrible run. Absolutely terrible run. Like, truly shocking. Truly awful run. God damn. Yeah. Truly pointless run. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Great. Might as well open these boxes and see what was inside them, I guess. Ooh. A treasure map that I now won't be able to get. Wait, a treasure map that I might be able to get to. Okay. We'll do the treasure map thing. Cool. Right, let's do the treasure map. This run has such a Monday feel to it, right? So, how many up? 5 up? So in the den, there's a digging spot. Can you imagine, like, the very first door is like dead end, dead end, dead end, and you're just like, well. Wait, I saw the map appear. Ah. Dig up a hole in the den. One of the lost coffers of Mount Holly. It contains 8 gems. So, if I'd opened this box with one of the spare keys, that I finally got, I would have got a stack of gems. If I'd had the stack of gems, well, I would have got the treasure map. If I'd had the treasure map, I would have got a stack of gems. If I'd had the stack of gems, I would have been able to open a door that wasn't a dead end. So that means it isn't the RNG, it's poor decisions on my part more than anything else. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun, isn't it? I love how I was giving out about the RNG and the game went, no. You fucked up. You're the one who done goofed. It was theoretically possible to succeed here, and you messed up. Thanks, game. Thanks for making me feel good. I do wonder if there's anything else I can... Oh, wait, I know what I can do. I have a thing I can try. I have a thing I can try. I've just had an idea. I've just had an idea. I've just had an idea. One moment, please. I actually gotta check this box too, because I'm here. But I have a thought. Cool, yeah, money. We love money. Yeah, just yeah, great. Look at me, stockpiling money I have no use for. I'm a billionaire now. Okay. Magnifying glass metal detector. Assemble. Fire. I assume I can't combine. Electromagnet. Did I ever assemble that one? Did I ever assemble electromagnet? Don't remember. It's cool, either way. So, now I have fire. Now I have fire. Nothing down that end. But down this end, the dining room has candles. The den has candles. There are things I can potentially set on fire that I have never tried to set on fire before. If I remember rightly, with the thingy in my possession, all I had to do was look at things and it gave me the fire option. So I'm not getting the fire option for any of these things, unfortunately. However, there's one more place I want to try. I've got the steps. Are there candles in the entry hall? I don't remember seeing any. I will go... Well, I'm sure I have enough steps to do what I want to do. Let me just go back in and check. No. Can't light that. No. Okay. Not that I've seen, Kath. Certainly not that I have in the rooms I've drafted. However, in here with 9 steps left to go, probably 8 steps when I walk in here, I saw torches on the walls. Hell yeah. We managed to turn it into something not completely awful. So we had RNG that was not helpful. However, ooh. All the excavation equipment, rigorously checked, delivered to the upper branch. The site will be sealed and remaining hardware will be packed up and transported to the original access tunnel. It's unclear if they will also seal the tunnel after our crew has left, but I suspect that we want to keep ready access to the gear, especially now that they've begun operations in the East Mine. A month ago, I believe the discovery of gemstones in that cavern was directly into the closure of this site, but now I'm not sure. The Baron doesn't seem the type to value shiny baubles over history. The Baron is super rich, so doesn't give a shit about gemstones. You found a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add tunnel to your drafting pool? That's cool. Yes please. Yes, I would. So there is another floor plan in that room above the cogs, so we need to get our hands on that. But this is handy. Very cool indeed. So we did one useful thing. We did one useful thing with our bad RNG day. Could have been worse. I don't think there's anything downstairs to light, but I've got 9 steps, so I might as well go and have a look. I wonder about down here actually. Sure, fuck it. Could have been worse. Adding an extra floor plan is a whole new thing, so that's cool. Can't do anything with you. Can't light one of these. Nothing in here to light. No. This is already lit up, so nothing down there to light. Already read that. Nothing down here to light. And I think lighting these is what changed the stairs. So this might undo what I've just done. Which would be really weird. Because lighting them, I think, was what did this for us. But at least it didn't close it. You're lit, you're lit. Just go run around to the side. Because obviously we've been over there. This is all still wet. Yep. And I don't think there was anything in the safe house to light. So I reckon we will just call it here and start a new day. Got about what, 5-10 minutes before the ads, so yeah, let's just call it here and we will start a new day. We did one thing though, so could have been worse. A whole new room. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Now let me check my notes on Secret Garden has the west lever. Greenhouse has the south lever. Yeah. A whole new automate. Yeah, no, exactly. It had the same vibe. Oh, I mean, all billionaires do a stockpile money they can't use. Yes, indeed, that was indeed what I was aiming for. Right. Again. So we start again. as if we were never here. We start again. Although having a new room is pretty neat. So no matter what happens, getting an extra room. It's a shame that that tunnel it doesn't actually extend past what we saw. That it's kind of a dead end, but it's an extra room, so I'll take it. Shrine. I do have a lot of money and could probably do with the blessing, but I might just take the tool shed. Really should do the red room thingy though more often. The shelter. Still, battery and lockpicks. Oh, we need to check a thing in the entrance hall as well. We need to check one of the achievements. pop, 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 over here. So, create all workshop contraptions. 6 out of 8. So we've got 2 more to do. So many sigils to do. But still, 6 out of 8 inventions. So we need to keep going to workshops and looking for something we don't think we've ever made before. That is why I have started keeping a record of the workshop items: power hammer, detector shovel, powered electromagnet, dowsing rod, pick sound amplifier, so that we can do it next time. So yeah, the 6th one is the burning glass. So yeah, there's still 2 more to find, so that's cool. Okay, so actually gonna go over here this time. Head for the corners. Take a nook. Grab a key. Workshop. Straight out the gate. What have you got for me? A lever. Okay. So we've got a broken lever, which we know a couple of places we can use that. Can I combine battery, broken lever, and lockpick? No. These 2 can, of course, be combined with the hammer, of course. Okay, let's go back around here. Let's go over here. Security office straight off the bat. That'd be handy. Got any stuff for me? Got a security card? No. Got anything for me over here? No. Okay, let's try corner room. Corner music room. I do not have the gemstones for it, so billiard room it is. And we will do a Matzy puzzle, and then we will have to take the ad break. So, money. Okay, let's get started. So 18. Okay, 10 minus 4 minus 2, and then what's pink is multiplied. So 4 by 2 is 8, and then divided by 2 is 4. Okay, so then this is where I never know where to put the squaring in. I still can't believe I stared at this for so long going, why is there a square in it? Okay, so let's see, 5. Wait. Yeah, so you see it can't be, so it has to be minus 5 is 20. Multiplied by 100 divided by 5. Yeah, okay. So then, as it changes color, I think that's telling me where to put it, or whether it's like multiply by the square of 6. Although that doesn't seem like multiply this by 36. You're like, okay. Let's see. 8 minus 6, 2. Multiplied by 3, 6, and divided by, is it divide? No. Okay, hold on. Got that wrong. Shoot. What was the last one I did? Oh, crap. 10 minus 6, 4. Multiplied by 2 is 8. Divided by 2 is 4. And then this one was 20, wasn't it? So 8. Yeah, that minus 8 minus 6 is 2. multiplied by 3, 6 again, and then divided by 6. So this is where I get stuck. Because that isn't the right order of operations then. I think I had one of these like this last week. I think I had one of these last week. And then the multiply. Then divide. See, I was thinking divided by, but that doesn't make sense. How long do I have until ads? How long do I have to the ads? I'll go open my window. It's not 1 though. It is. Okay. It is 1. There we go. 0 till ads. Oh, okay. Well, we got the silver key, so we'll just pause here at the bar. We'll get a nice, refreshing something. There's no ice, but we'll do our best. We'll pause here at the bar, and we will let the ads run. And when we come back, I will have opened the window. So that'll help. And I might even get myself a cold drink while I'm here. So yeah, see you in like 3.5, 4 minutes, and we will carry on. So see you in a few. And there we go. We should be clear of the ads now, I hope. Welcome in, Raiders. Yes, indeed. Ahoy. Hello, hello. How was the rest of your stream, Rogan? But just welcome in everybody from Rogan's stream. Hi, hi. I'm Stephen. We're playing Blueprints tonight. Home of one of the only archives I don't like. But I hope the rest of your stream was good. I hope the handwriting puzzling continued, like trying to identify what a letter was by looking at all the other letters across it. That was cool. I appreciate the puzzle of that sort of thing. But yeah, especially when you think about all the different variations of cursive there are, and you're like, I don't know if this is just I'm not seeing it for what it is, or if it's a typo or a spelling mistake, or if we just can't quite figure out what it is. Continue being dramatic 14-year-old perspective on the 19th century. Nice. Excellent. But it was a good time. But just welcome on in. You just missed a terrible run of Blueprints. Like dead-ended myself really badly, really quickly. Tiny head abs? Absolutely. Dead-ended myself really badly, really quickly. But we did manage to unlock one extra new room. We made the most of a bad situation and achieved a thing. Hey, DC. And by achieving just one thing, for just one achievement a month, you too can keep us, Stephen, happy. For just one achievement, it made the day worth it. So any step forward is better than nothing, you know? And yes, welcome in, DC Raid. Excellent timing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We added an O counter because of the number of times it was getting used. Nice. Oh. Nice. It's a good counter. But yes, let us shoot on back in. Obviously, Rogan, if you've got to raid and run and get home and stuff, please do safe home. But thank you very much for raiding in. Obviously, DC, same goes to you. I hope the rest of the gumpling sounds like a dumpling. I like gumpling. Gumpling, to make a gunpla, to gumple. Yes, gumpling. I like it. I hope it went well. I hope the legs were legging and the knees were kneeing as appropriate. But just welcome on in as well. Let us zoop into the game. You'll be coming shortly. Cool. So let us pause that music, bring back the game, and continue. We find ourselves at the bar. Because yeah, we just did a puzzly two dead. So I haven't dead-ended myself yet, which is nice. Grumpling. Yeah, exactly. It's a grumpling. Or a grumpling could be a small, round gunpla. So if you have if there are any of those kind of mechs that are sort of short and roundy, they could be a gumpling. You know, as a term of endearment, you refer to the short, round mechs as gumplings. That could also work. A grumpling is me when my alarm goes off in the morning. Fair. I mean, I would say a grumpling is me when my alarm goes off only 2 or 3 hours after I went to bed. You know, that's definitely a thing. Got the legs together, so have a standing wall. Nice. Backpack and weapons next week. Excellent. Cool. So every day, I mean, you're not wrong. Sometimes I get up before my alarm anyway. Sometimes. But usually not. Right, let's try progressing. I say this is the mistake we made. Well, not mistake, but I was too eager previously. We tried to run up one side to get a particular room when I should probably have zigzagged my way around and sort of emptied out the deck a bit. Let's do a parlor puzzle. It doesn't count as getting up before your alarm if you don't go to bed. Objection. Am I up before my alarm? Yes. Did I get up before my alarm? Yes, I got up before my alarm. Didn't say when before, but definitely before. Am I only just up before my alarm? No. Exactly, but did you go to sleep? Exactly, but did we specify the need to go to sleep? Or are we going to argue that it would be generally accepted by any reasonable person that it would be assumed that you meant that you had gone to sleep first and then gotten up? Um, I'd like to argue on a technicality, please. Although one could argue any reasonable person who knows me would know. The empty boxes both have true statements. So potentially true, potentially empty. The blue box has a true statement, which means this would also be empty if this was also true. This box contains the gems. Nice. The word reasonable, yes. I mean, isn't that usually the problem with law stuff? Is that a lot of the time it comes down to what a reasonable person would interpret something as, since members of the public aren't lawyers and our actions usually aren't judged to be in accordance with a specific law or statute or whatever. It's like, could a reasonable person know they were doing the bad thing by doing this? Because you wouldn't be aware of the law, but would you have had a reasonable expectation that you knew you were doing something wrong? Could I reasonably know that I'm deliberately lying when I say I got up before my alarm? So, fun one. The empty boxes both have true statements. If this is true, the blue box has a true statement, then this is true. And if that is the case, this box contains the gems would be false. But then the empty boxes both have true statements would mean that these can't be true. So this can't be false and the gems be somewhere over here. I do not miss pre-law, thank goodness. I mean, fun times indeed. The blue box has a true statement. So if this is false, then this is also false. The empty boxes both have true statements. False. The blue box has a true statement. False. That would mean that this was true. This box contains the gems. True. So potentially this box contains the gems. The empty boxes both have true statements. The word both is relevant. So the empty boxes both have true statements. If only one of the empty boxes has a true statement, then it would be false. Or if neither of the empty boxes had true statements, then it would be false. So either of those would cover this condition. Empty boxes both have true statements. False. The empty boxes both have false statements. The blue box has a true statement. Can't be true if I've already declared this false, which makes this the only box remaining, which makes this true. Alternatively, the empty boxes both have true statements. True. The blue box has a true statement. True, meaning that this box has to be false. This box contains the gems. False. It does not contain the gems. Therefore, one of these has to contain the gems, but you've just said that both the boxes that are true are also empty. So that cannot work. So it has to be the black box. Empty boxes have true statements. False. The blue box has a true statement. False. This box contains the gems. True. It's always one time to get wrong. Nah, not today. Oh, no worries at all, Rogan. Safe home and enjoy your dinner when you get there. We shall see you later, I hope. There's a fireplace, by the way, Kath. I wonder if I could set that on fire. That'd be interesting if we get our burning glass bob again. Right, let's see what we get. Commissary, it creates a loop no matter what we do. So I'm going to take the commissary, have a quick peek at what we've got. We've got a metal detector. got the battery pack, so I could make a burning glass thing and try and set that on fire again. Might do that at the end. Let's swing in and around. So I can pick up a shovel, and I can pick up the metal detector, and we could make another burning glass and try and set that fireplace on fire. I could also set the conditions here for what happens in the event of a power outage. Settings offline mode to unlocked, and if we do get the utility room, I will set the security level to high so that there's a lot more of those doors and they're all unlocked. Right, back to the entrance hall. See if we can get around the corner here. Nope. Damn. Gonna get entirely dead-ended in a whole new way. Gem. Nothing else. Okay, drawing room gives us an up, and it gives us the ability to redraw and hope for the best. Something's pinging. Is it just the gem? Yes. Oh, coins. Monies. Nice. We love floor money. Okay, let's see. Actually, passageway would be really good. Costs a couple of gems, but it gives us options. Are you locked? You're not. Oh, furnace. You're more likely to draw red rooms. No, thank you. I might just take pantry then. Is there a banana or something for me? Apple. Cool. Okay. So not perfect. Our entire world is now 2 doorways. Technically I can get to the foundation, but I don't have a key card, so if I had a key card, at least we could do something. Right. Hallway. And then let's draw... Oh, the kennels. So we do have the shovel. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi. Yeah, there you go. Right. Hello. Oh, no one there today. Ah, and the door was locked, so it's unlocked that door for me. A whole new way. Ooh. Always draw a tunnel while drafting in this room. We've never drafted tunnel before. I kind of want to see what it's like. Holy shit. Okay. So that's cool looking. So this is new. And that door at the end was locked. But thanks to the doggos, it's now unlocked. Because doggos are magical. As you may know. If you've studied hard. just draw another tunnel. And draw another tunnel. It feels like I legitimately could just pick tunnels. I kind of want always draw a tunnel while driving, so you can just dig to get to where you want to get to, but it doesn't count as a room, so you don't get the benefits of potentially having what was in a room. Cool though. I kind of love it. Give me a green. I still have to figure out if there's a link between this message here and like the castle puzzle. Oh, the cloister. I wish I had the gems. I don't have the gems. I really want to examine the cloister again because I still haven't figured out how to get into the middle. Special cost of the aquarium has been bypassed, but it faces the wrong direction. I have to take the courtyard. I mean, I don't have to, but it gives me the foundation-y doodads. Oh. And yeah, every game is just a game about digging a hole. And now, of course, I have all the gems I would need to do my... Okay, you're a door, but because I've done the offline thingy, you give me access to the patio. However, you dead end the heck out of this side. So there goes our chances of getting the greenhouse. I think that pretty much kills it. I think it pretty much kills our chances of getting the greenhouse. Oh yeah, in the end, there's always the hole. Okay, and the doggos opened this for me. I think it was already. Trophy room, food war. I can't afford the 5 gems down to the trophy room, so food war it is. Resilience of the rook. Yoink. Special keys, I have silver keys, one with all the doors. Pool, add sauna, dining room, but we lose access to the eastern lever, and the eastern lever is the hall of doorways, isn't it? The Great Hall. Yeah, the Great Hall is the eastern lever. So we don't worry about the eastern lever anymore. Take the dining room. We get a bunch of extra steps if we want them, but anything else? No. Have dinner. Plus an additional 10 if you have an aquarium in the house. Darn. Sure, fuck it. One door for each machine room in the house, of which there are 0, so there will be 0 doors. However, the boudoir, and the observatory both point to the southern door. However, the southern lever is the greenhouse, which we won't have either, unfortunately. Because the greenhouse would go here, so we can't get that either. Yeah, southern door. So, no matter what we do, we're not getting it. But that's okay. Like last time, we turned it into something. It definitely bleeped. Oh, I think it was bleeping about my bleeping about the lunchbox. So, Farmer's Apple, Demundus Minor, and the Slice. Cool. So we've got nothing, we can't get those. So we've got our foundation door here, and then our hallway door is down here. I'm kind of tempted to go all the way back through. There's another gem because the patio distributes gems through all the green rooms, which is this one. So I'm tempted to go all the way through secret passages and diggy tunnels. I love the idea of just digging a tunnel. Hi. Yeah, I'm just going past again. Hello. There's this puzzle, which I also think is part of the castle puzzle. So it's cat, but it's also castle, and then whatever the next word is. I think this is part of the same puzzle, and I think the door puzzle is also part of the same puzzle. Hi. I think they're all the same puzzle. Oh, floor money. Right, let's see what we can get up along the side. Gymnasium, whenever you enter, it is 2 steps, or bedroom. But gymnasium has 2 doors, so we'll take the step count because we've got 73 steps. I'll take the squeaky shoes. Ah, key. The pool, which has the pump room and the sauna, we could do that because that gives us potential to drain the thingy again. Are you pinging? You're not pinging. Okay. Okay. Use a key. The study. I do love the study as a room, but chapel, I think it is. We're going to pay to lose some money. Okay. We don't have any. Oh, what if I light these with the burning glass? What if I go back to the workshop, make the burning glass, and light these candles? We've never lit these candles before. Also, what's pinging? Left-hand side of the room. Ah, monies. Right. I'm gonna go, because there's lots of candles in here. So I've got enough steps. I've got 69 steps. The perfect time to go over to the workshop, make the burning glass. And so hallway, passageway, pantry, workshop. Let's see if we can light the candles in the chapel. That'd be cool. Okay, metal detector. Oh wait, no, I need a magnifying glass. Shoot. I keep forgetting I don't have all the pieces. I need the magnifying glass. Oh, darn, I got all excited. Sad now. Got all excited. He got all excited. He thought he was going to have a great time, and then he forgot he didn't have all the pieces. So, whenever you enter the ballroom, set your diamonds to 2. Well, I only have 2, so I've now got to go find the magnifying glass again. Do we get the new music? Do I get the ballroom music? Come on. Nope, no ballroom music for me. Yeah, sad now. Just want the magnifying glass. Bedroom. There's hope that we'll find it, though. We'll find it, maybe. Coin purse. Okay, let's see what we can get on the side. Garage, no. Music room costs 2 gems. We'll get them back if we go back through the ballroom. It'll give us a minor key and a major key, which would be very helpful. But we might as well use the garage in that case. But the garage doesn't have any items. The closet will have items, but they're almost always in the small closet. They're almost always keys, gemstones, reroll dice. So it's a question of whether or not the garage is likely to have an additional item. It almost never does. Or whether the music room might have an additional item. I don't think that's ever a thing either. But I love the music room, so I'm going to open the music room. Oh, the key to the secret garden. And we're getting the music. So really what I need now is I need a cloakroom somewhere and a west wing room where I can use the secret garden key. And it all hinges on these two doors are the same door. Oh, we've also got this door here, so we could still potentially get out and around. Get our gems back. Oh. Oh, it's so good. Right. Hallway, gym. I might as well do the pool rooms. I've already been in the chapel. But yeah, we need to make a note of that. Chapel, fire. Four items in the closet. The magnifying glass could be one of them. Fuck it. Could also be in the dark room, which of course is a shame. But no, 4 items of shoes. Okay. The dark room could also have the magnifying glass. I do love that I've added this t-shirt now. Okay, so we have only the foundation door left. Would have been a nice one if it had gone the way we wanted it to go. Let's run the... Hi. Yes, hello. Right. So, foundation. Oh yeah. Dig time. More money. So now the dig RNG is great. We don't care about it. Hey, Delkin. Welcome on in. Yeah, now we're getting like loads of money when we don't care anymore. Okay, food war goes the wrong way. See, dead-ended again. Damn it. Bad day for me. I'm making poor decisions. It's all completely irrelevant. Doesn't matter what I pick. Don't think there's anything else I can now do differently. No, it won't have any effect on any of this, so it all becomes irrelevant again. Yeah, doesn't matter what we do, unless one of these rooms had the magnifying glass just magically sitting there. It would not matter what we did. Shame. I don't think anything can be downstairs. Like, I don't think I've ever found an item downstairs. So, don't think there's anything else anywhere else other than the lunchbox. Don't know if I tried setting those on fire, did I? But yeah, definitely need to try the chapel. Get the thingy and get the chapel. That's definitely a thing to try. But yeah, I don't think I've got anything else I can do now. I don't think so. Hi. Yeah. Nah, I think we are call it a day. However, I'm going to make a note of that. So we'll see if burning glass plus chapel potentially equals shenanigans. Oh, we just have to get the RNG stars to align, but also possibly make better decisions. I probably need to be more thoughtful in my choices and more careful. Still. The window open is definitely helping. It's got to be a couple of degrees cooler in here, which is real nice. Hi, Burbs. Oh, sorry. My bad. Okay, so Tomb Trading Post could be good. The ability to trade for items. I don't think they usually have much in the room to start. What if I set that fuse with the burning glass? Oh, that's a thing. I can't pick it up. But what if I had a burning glass and I lit it on fire and then ran away and blew up the trading post? Just a thought. Just a what if I did a tiny explosion as a treat? Just spitballing, just a thought, just, what if I did a tiny explosion just for science reasons? Could be fun. Oh, I like that emote, Amelia. That's a good one. Okay. Immediate workshop. I love how quickly and immediately I'm getting the workshop now. It's like, yeah, you need the workshop. Here, have the workshop again. So what I need to do is get the commissary, get some items, and go back to the place and see if I can trade something. Kitchen, parlor time again. Pick up this. We should go to the library and see how many of these we've done now. It's been a lot. The gems are in this box. All right then, pal. The gems are in a box next to this box. Yes, well, that's possible in both directions, but that also means they're not in you if you're true. The gems are in the blue box. Okay, everyone's very positive about the gems today. So one of you is lying. If not, more than one of you. The gems are in this box. True. The gems are in a box next to this box. True. The gems in the blue box. False. It has to be false because I have already used up my trues, which then means this cannot be true. The gems are in this box without this also being true. And then this, the gems in a box next to this box, would have to be false, but they can't be false because this would be true. And around and around and around we go. As I say, so clearly I cannot choose the box in front of me. In which case, the gems are in this box. False. The gems are in a box next to this box. True. The gems are in a blue box. False. The gems are in the black box. Possible. The gems are in the blue box. False. The gems are in a box next to this box. False. They're in this box. The gems are in the blue box. Would have to be true, which it can't be because that's already been false. So this can never be false. So the gems are never in here. Because if this is false and the gems are in here, then neither of these can be true. The gems are in the blue box. The gems are in this box. if this was false, the gems are actually in the white box, then one of these has to be true. The gems are in this box, the gems are in the blue box. They both say the same thing. One of them would have to be true. They'd both have to be true, exactly. But that can't be if they're in here. So this can never, ever, ever be false. It will always be true. The gems are in a box next to it. So the gems are either in the blue or in the black. And the question is, if that is true, one of these two is false. And if one of them is false, both of them are false. Because if this is true, that the gems are in a box, because it can't be false, we've established that. If it's true that the gems are in a box next to it, then one of these two boxes, which say the same thing, is false. The gems are in this box, false. The gems are in the blue box, false. And if the gems in the blue box is false, and the gems in this box is false, and we know the gems are in a box next to this box, the gems have to be in the black box. Imagine if that was wrong after all that. I mean, there's a reason I go over it and over it in multiple directions before I turn a key. But imagine if after all that it was like, nah, Stephen. Nah, buddy, you've got that one wrong. Wait, really? What? Yeah, you kind of fucked that up there. Oh, that would be kind of amusing. Okay. What you got for me? The pool. Which gives us the pump room. And more importantly, the sauna. And a nook or pantry. I have money, so a key would be helpful. The game must randomly go, no! Right? Ah, yes. Oh, coupon book. Right, let's see what we can get in these next couple of rooms before we start wiggling our way around in the other direction. Okay, I'm going to take the observatory and we're going to check it out. Always good to keep an eye out for items as well. Oh, nice, the sale. Everything is 50% off today. And I've got a coupon book. What a wonderful combination. Oh, I kind of need to take this room. Courtyard sounds lovely, actually, thank you. So, no shovel. We have gems there. And we have wooden door, and it's not a keypad door, so that's good. Okay. Then we've got the pool room. No items in here, except for my swing trunks. So this will be the same room as the entrance hall. Commissary around, or Hall of Doors. I do like the Hall of Doors. The problem will be unlocking the relevant doors. Kind of want the commissary too. Let's see. Let's try that door. Will that get us through to the side? Because nope. Okay. So are you locked? Are you all locked? You should be. And we have no lockpicks. That's all right. We will come back. Okay. So we'll swing around to the front. I wonder if a coupon book is tradable. I want to kind of have a couple more items before I trade something. Kitchen. Yes, we have to take it. Any items? Nope, just the menu. Okay, give me something with a little bit of... Nope, not that. Hallway doors are always unlocked. Can't be that. So, oh no. So that's going to dead end that door. We got something out of it though. Okay. Am I detecting the other? I think I might be detecting the other room. There's nothing on the ground. I assume I'm detecting in here. Yeah, I'm detecting next door. Okay. So without any keys, I've got to go back up to the courtyard. No keys at all is a bit of a pain. I should have just taken the commissary. Still, can always be worse. Okay, let's try actually this one. I'm gonna take the music room. Key card, okay. And then is there anything else setting off the metal detector? No. Okay. Question is, do I use the key on the box over there? Pump room. I kind of want something that gives. I mean, the pump room would let us drain the thingy, but we're not at that point. I think I want to re-roll. Commissary and it turns downwards. There's the chapel though, which gives us double doors. Whereas commissary only gives us one. Potentially I can buy the things I need. Hey Nix. Let's take the chapel. Just so we have it in case we get the chance. But yeah, welcome on in. How's it going? Hope your stream was going well. Thank you very much for the raid. How are things? What were you streaming? Oh, and floor money. We love floor money. So that gives us another doorway from the Great Hall. And then we go over here. Okay, now I take the commissary, but I actually kind of take the hallway because I need the double doors. I'm never going to get this commissary at this point. At least I've still got the music room. I'm going to take the commissary now. I'm going to take the risk. What can I buy? Ooh, I can buy a magnifying glass. And a shovel. And a set of gems. And another gem, just because, why not? Digimon Cyber Sleuth. Ooh, what's that? I mean, I it's kind of in the title, but I had never heard of that before. That sounds cool. Okay, so now I have all the things. If I do nothing else today, all I accomplish is fire in the chapel. But first things first, I'm gonna try to dig up stuff, because if I can get one extra key, that'd be really helpful, game. Just give me one key. Nah, you're not gonna do it, are you? Problem is, if I use my last key to open that box in the corner, then I have no keys for the rest of this place. So I don't know if this door is locked or this door is locked. If I use up my last key. Let's try the music room and just see if the door is locked. It is. Okay. So we know the music room door is locked. I should have just checked the commissary door, but I didn't want to. Let's check the commissary door. Are you locked? Okay. So I definitely need to keep my key. So we know that for a fact. So let's go courtyard. This is expensive walking in and out of church. Observatory, Nook, West Wing, Parlor, Workshop. Kind of a mix of Pokemon and Final Fantasy. Oh, nice. Interesting combination. But you're enjoying it? Nice. Cool. Oh, and one more. Yes. Okay. So let's try this. But yeah, thank you very, very much for raiding over. Much appreciated. Wait, what was the combination? Metal detector plus magnifying glass. That's the one. Assemble. We're going to play with fire again. Imagine all this stream is just Stephen plays with fire. Stephen doesn't know how to do anything else today. He just plays with fire. I must try trading the coupon book. Okay, so we're going to go and test this out. We didn't get to test it out last time, but we're going to test it out now. Nook Observatory, Courtyard, Chapel. Nook Observatory, Courtyard, Chapel. I pay money again, but now I've got fire. Yes! Big candles first, I guess, and then middle candle. Ooh. Okay. Note to self, look out for any fancy candles. Hello, tiny pig. I don't know what they are, but hello, tiny pig. You found the Keeper of Tides, which sounds like a Warhammer 40k thing. The chapel's resident guardian tasked with the sacred duty of keeping the accumulated chapel offerings. Oh wow, they've got all the money. Break the keeper? No. I mean, there's an entire, there's a current animated show, isn't there? Something like The Tithe. But yes, it is very Warhammer 40k. Not yet. Why would I break them? But they've got all the money I've paid into them today, I guess. That's cool, though. I wonder if you can light these candles. Can I get close enough that it will tell me? Or is this the only thing you can light? I just went for the big ones first because they seemed like, you know, they reminded me of the ones in the tomb. But maybe you can't light the little ones. Still, that's very cool. Yeah. So yeah, we that's a whole new thing we didn't know about. That's neat. What about these candles? Nope. No. No. Even if the rest of this now dead ends, it's been a successful day again. We've achieved another new thing. It's like, what else can I set on fire? The game. Okay, so I need to use my keys. No matter what I do, I need to use my key for one of these things. I'm gonna go with the commissary door. But I say, if nothing else, I regard this as a success. I could buy keys, but let's open the dining room. Hope for the best. Oh yeah, we tried these ones, didn't we? Did I try these? Oh, it was the ones on the mantle I didn't try. But now also I can go back to the trading post and set off the dynamite, potentially. We don't know if we can set off the dynamite, but we're certainly gonna fucking try. Pardon me, I wanted to try and set off this dynamite. Please, everyone run away. This will give me the steps I need to get there. Because yeah, I'm totally gonna try and set that on fire too. Oh, both of these go around. However, if I have the key card, so I can get to the foundation and make my way up and out. I'm going to take the billiard room and we'll solve another puzzle. Oh, these ones are getting weird. The more of them you do, you know. Where's my key? Okay, 12 minus what? 3. And then 15 minus 10, 5 multiplied by 4, 20. Hasn't added a squared in yet. Okay, so then 2 multiplied by 2, 4, 10, 40, divided by 20. That one actually was an easy one. That was a surprisingly easy one by comparison. Silver Geek, you have many doors. Nice. Hey, welcome home, Rogan. Welcome back. The office will allow me to spread money throughout the house. But at this point, the money is not super useful. It might have an item. We'll have a look. I can get a gem anyway, for sure. And like fun spread gold. See if there's any money. There's some money there. I need to get back to the bookshop one of these days with a stack of cash and buy the History of Orinda first edition. That is on my list of things to buy. Ooh, can I set the... I think I already looked at these ones. Okay. We also have the fireplace in the parlor that isn't lit, so we'll take our steps as we can on our way back. Yeah, my biggest issue is going to be running out of steps. Courtyard, Observatory, Nook, West Wing, Parlor, Workshop. Yeah, our biggest issue is going to be running out of food. Let's see if we can light this fire. Okay, we cannot light that fire. So, trading post. Damn, we're barely gonna have enough steps to run away from the explosion. 7 minutes till ads. And we have 6 steps. 5 steps. I'm not gonna get very far from the explosion. So what can I trade a coupon book? I could trade the coupon book for car keys. I don't know if I should be keeping track of what the possible trades are. So I'm going to take some screenshots. I know I did this last time. I'm going to see if I can build up a directory of what things are. Burning glass turns into a prism key. Silver key turns into a vault key. 370. So that's potentially cool. Let's say, gives me an idea of what we could potentially do with them. I think I can set this up. I can. Okay, we're accomplishing nothing else today. Well, we found the pig, so that's cool. We found the pig in the chapel. I should have smashed it, but I didn't. We found the pig in the chapel, and... Run, Stephen, run. No, further, dude. Any food in here? Upgrade disc, but I don't have the ability to get to it. Damn it. Lots of money. Perfect for the bookshop, perfect for the upgrade. Lots of money. At least we got lore. Christoph, here's the rest of your share, 40 gold, from the moonshine shipment we made last week. This may be the last batch for quite some time, as I feel it is no longer worth the risk, especially given Anne's continually increasing suspicion. But I do need to ask another small favor of you. Next week, when you take the Baron to town, if you can fabricate some excuse to delay your return by an hour or two, I would be much beholden to you. Danny. Cool. Can I drink some of this for a few extra steps? I do not have the steps required to get where I need to get. What's the upgrade disc trade for? A prism key. Interesting. I have 61 money. I kind of wish I'd blown this up a different time. I wonder if I go back another time, will the money even be there? Because now I've got all this money and nowhere to put it. And even though the fountain is not empty, I don't think I can throw the money in the fountain anymore. And I don't have anywhere to put it. I've got 61 money and nothing to do with it. No kitchen. Didn't get a high enough rank to get to the dining room. I can't get back to get the lunchbox. I think we are scuppered. No matter what I do, I think we're scuppered. Yeah, I think no matter what I do. Still, we got some lore. Wait, the kitchen. I have one step. Ho! Ho ho ho! I have one step. I got some monies. Okay, I bought some food. Now I can go to the office and use the computer to do the upgrade. I had one step, just enough to get into the kitchen. That's cool, though. We're setting things on fire, and we've discovered that setting things on fire is a way to success. So we have learned the importance of set shit on fire. Very important. Chapel, commissary, dining room. Yeah, I've got to go around. I don't want to break the keeper. I have 54 monies. I have no reason to break the keeper. I wonder if it's accumulated all the money from every time I've walked into the chapel going back 65 days. Because that'd be fucking cool. So lunchbox is, what is it when I have how many steps? When you reach rank 5, gain 10 steps. So I'll take the lunchbox, get the 10 steps. Can't set that on fire, so food war, billiard room, office. And then we are definitely ad breaks again. Is that what the fountain did? When the fountain is full, you can flick a coin into it. And then when you drain the fountain after a while, you... oh, I did it the wrong way. My bad. Insert disk. That's what we want. Let's upgrade something. I can upgrade the cloister? Can I upgrade it so that I can actually get at it? Because I still can't get at the middle of it. Cloister of Rinna. Oh, so it's all the folks in the chapel. I wonder if you only get this as an option after you've solved the tomb puzzle. It's just I've never blown up the trading post before, silly me. Cloister of Rinna. Raise your luck with each green room you draft. Cloister of Doja. Gain 2 stars for each room with an animal you draft from this cloister. Okay. Gain. So if I draft an aquarium and the kennels, for example, gain 4 reroll dice for each dead end room that you... See, that's Cloister of Draxus, who is our friend in the bedroom. With each dead end room that you... Why is a word... Oh, I was like, why is it impossible to read that? It's in red. The Cloister of Draxus. Gain 4 reroll dice for each dead end room that you will draft from this cloister. That you will draft from this cloister. It looks like a badass room, though, but I also think it's probably a bad idea. But I also kind of want to do it. I kind of want to do it. I still haven't figured out how to get into the middle of the goddamn cloister, and here I am. Can I just not upgrade it? What happens if you just take the disc out? I feel like I'm jumping ahead of myself because I still haven't figured out how to get into the middle of the darn place. And now I'm about to change it. But that means it's not related to the statue. Shit, that means it's not related to the statue. Because the statue would change. Raise your luck. Gain a star. Go metal as all fuck. Embrace your inner Dark Angels player. Spoilers disc, rude, exactly. Oh, I'm embracing my inner Dark Angels player. Fuck it. Look at that, that's fucking cool. Wait, hold on. I have to take a screenshot of the other two before I forget. Yeah, fuck it. I have permanently probably ruined my chance of solving the cloister puzzle the way I want to solve it. But still, I've now got a new thing. So it will create dead end rooms. So what you want to do is get it early when you have other options. Create dead end rooms, and then you still taking my money. You cheeky so-and-so. Where do I even want to go? Oh, I want to go outside. Courtyard, observatory nook, and around. Still don't have a key for that box. Of course, there's money in random rooms now as well. Just pick up a couple of bananas. Just, you know, since I'm loaded down with cash. Wish I could save the cash. That'd be really nice. Right? I mean, nobody usually expects them, but they do have a tendency to show up. So this is the handy thing about having hammered over there, is having access to this now. And I still have my key card. So because I have my key card, I can just access the foundation whenever I want, assuming I have a key card. Yeah, the freezer. The freezer would be good if I drafted that. Hey, Scumfang. I think the freezer is the only one I know of. Well, you've got the laundry situation where you can convert stuff, but I don't think that lets you save anything. Right, now another way. Oh, shit. Okay, sorry, Delkun. It's kind of spoilers there for you. Sorry about that. You're like, the fuck's the freezer? Like, my bad. Sorry. Okay, security office, conference room. Security office gives me a door. Conference room also gives me a door. But I like the security office, but it requires a gem. But I have lots of gems. Okay, security office. Anything on your desk for me? Nope. Okay. That gives us a door over here, which is good. Actually, I might just go pursue that. So yeah, this is the one we want. And we're looking for... Hallway is a good one. Boiler room is also a good one and might have diggy spots. Hallways don't usually have diggy spots, so we'll try a boiler room. Hey, Lunar. Lore Manor, Fortress City in Disguise. Yes, and we did do some lore finding. Although today it's mostly been I don't know, setting a lot of things on fire. So I feel a little bit like I should be in Interview with a Vampire. Burn the house down, Louis. Special key is the silver key. Wait, where am I in the... Oh, why am I not bringing up my map? Key with many doors. What was it? Many doors. I'll just use the silver key. Oh, use an over key. Save the silver key. Oh, okay, you've dead-ended me. Shoot. Well, screw you, buddy. I should have used the silver key. Darn. Oh well. Oh, it's been great. Ooh. What's this? Okay, we've never seen this before, but we now have it. A spyglass telescope. Gain an additional effect for each constellation observed in the observatory. Interesting. That's kind of cool. Now I could get myself the other door over there. I think I have the red door currently open, and I'd want to... Is it this one? Puddleglum, hey Puddleglum. Pirate hat? Hello from work lurk, indeed. Let me find the pirate hat. Oh, there it is. Throw that on over there. Oh, ads time? Shoot. Okay, my bad. Right, let me quickly get my butt moving. Use the special key. Oh, not the archives. Not the archives. As I say, this is the only archives I don't like. But it does have a lot of doors. But not the archives. This will spread keys throughout the house, but I have nothing to unlock at this point other than one thingy. Fine, we take the archives we don't like. Okay, let us pause here then outside the archives that we don't like. We will run the ads, get them out of the way, and we will continue on and see how we do. So far though, it seems like tonight's achievements have just been set things on fire and learn stuff. You know, some days are better than others. Right, back in 3.5-4 minutes and we will carry on. So see you in a few. There we go. Should be clear of the ads, I think. Yeah, well clear. My bad. I got distracted. There's a pretty lady in my house, and I got distracted. But let us pause the music and zoop back on in. Thank you. Zoop. There we go. Right. Let's see. So yes, the archives of which we are so very fond. I mean, any options are better than no options, you know, so. If nothing else, we've already learned that we can use a lot of fire. Can I use fire in the archives to destroy the thing? Do you remember there was a destroy it, delete it, remove it thing? Imagine if I can burn it. The thought of me setting something on fire in an archive makes me physically unwell. However, I'm here. I've got fire. It was over there, so was that a key? Oh, of course, the magnifying glass doesn't go off anymore. The metal detector doesn't go off anymore because it's no longer a metal detector. Right, let's see if we can go down. Aquarium, for sure. Diggy hole. Floor food. Okay, I'm gonna use a key. Locker room. Sure. Key card door, but we have a key card. Okay, dark room definitely gives us a door. This one may not give us a door. We have no way of telling. Dark room definitely gives us a door. We just don't know what's on the side of it, but sure, fuck it. Nothing in there, nothing in there. I could use a key to unlock one of those, but I'd really rather not. Okay, swing over to this door. We have no idea what we're picking. We're picking something. Turned out to be working. That's good for us. Is there anything to pick up in here? Is there anything I can set on fire in here? I got fire. Hold on. Got Bunsen burners. We got shit I can set on fire. Surely. Just me running around with fire looking for something to burn. Okay then. Also, the locker room is going to spread keys throughout the house, but only the rooms that currently exist, so I should go walking back through if I want more keys. We get to draw the Cloister of Draxus. It will dead end us, but we get to draw the Cloister of Draxus. Hell yeah, buddy. Fuck yeah. It's pretty fucking cool, isn't it? Now, these would draw dead ends, but there's only one place for it to draw it, and it will be a dead end. I still haven't figured out how to get in. Hey buddy, give me a hand. Tell me how to get in. But it's not related to the statues. So is there something I'm missing? Let's do the door first. See, they're definitely dead end rooms. So a storeroom with keys, a closet with 2 items, or some other dead end room. Let's find out what the other dead end room is. Oh, okay. The shadow of death rolls over you. Nice. Now the nurse's station is when if you have 10 steps or less you get 20, but we obviously have more than that currently. And then in here I can set on fire. Can't open those. Okay, buddy, seriously, there's gotta be a way. Originally, I thought what I had to do was go down to the tomb and only activate the statue of the person in the cloister, and that was the connection. But clearly, it's not, because the cloister can be upgraded, which means the fact that these things are still here, because I wasn't sure of that, the fact that these things are still here means you can still get in there, which means it's not related to the statue at all. And the fact that the room can be upgraded probably means that the way to get in there is in the room. The way to get in is here and has been here the whole time. Because otherwise, upgrading it would change the statue. You know, the fact that these are still here, there's gotta be a way. I tried walking through. Can I just cheese the dig spot? So this, I've never been able to do that before. I wonder if it's just because they're so close, but I've never been able to do that before. To just cheese the dig spot. I'm just wondering, have I missed something? No, I guess I can just... But what if it's closer to the middle? There's still got to be a way, right? There's still got to be a way. What if it was closer? Well, yeah, because previously in the non-upgraded versions, right? You couldn't do that. Is that because of that? Can I push on them? Hold on. That was not a digging symbol. It was a finger symbol. That was a... What am I pushing on? Wait. What am I pushing on? I can't see what's behind it. Hold on. I'm not pushing on anything. Is that just a bug? Look, because it's right where the... But it's not. Yeah, exactly. Are there any more like that? I ran my hands over all of these already, though. I mean, I've run my cursor over everything in this like half a dozen times. Is it a time trial? Is it a button? So if I push one, do I then get access to another? I've never seen this before. I kind of wish I'd seen this before the upgrade. So what is it doing? It's doing something. Is there but nothing is moving, like there's no feedback. What did I do? I don't know what I did. Is the upgraded one slightly broken? I pushed on thin air, and then I didn't even see an icon for this one. Hi. I'm okay. But thank you. Ooh, I didn't even see this from over here. Wait, I didn't see this from outside. I didn't see that at all. How did I miss that? Well, we'll take an allowance token, and what does it say? Mr. Ogola, if you're reading this, it seems the day has finally come and the cloister is at long last getting some much overdue maintenance. I love the fact that the cloister is now completely barren. I have left you a literal token of appreciation to serve as positive reinforcement, which should grant you a bit of extra spending money each day while working on the estate. We have learned from our dealings with your predecessor that it's much cheaper in the long run to be generous. Always true. Ms. Babbage. So I'm supposed to be able to do that. Were these buttons the whole time and I never noticed? But no, I've gone around this thing with a fine-tooth comb. Like, I ran around this entire thing, like, weeks ago. I ran over the cloister with a fine-tooth comb. So are they buttons? They just don't work in the upgraded version. They don't work properly? How bizarre. Can we do the thing? We hold hands. No, we can't do the thing. Okay. Still, we got into the cloister after a fashion. I feel like I've accidentally forced a puzzle I didn't intend to force a bit. So, yeah, kind of wish I'd solved that more legitimately than by accident, if you know what I mean. Still, aquarium, archives, and foundation are still there, so we can make a move on in that direction. And we've got our reroll dice now. Never did add the pump room though, did I? No. That'll let me turn on the power in the dark room, which might have a key. Resilience of the Rook. There's me. Where's the blue again? Ah. Well, I've got the key card, so I don't need to worry about that. Gymnasium lights off, dark room lights on, cards are on. Oh shit! I've ruined the whole. I've ruined it now. Hold on, I'm gonna have to redo the entire puzzle. Yeah, I pressed the wrong one. I made the wrong one white. So now I've ruined the entire puzzle. I think I have to step back and reopen the door. This one is white. This one is off. Blue, green. Is it red, purple? I always do it just to do it. Because you never know if something will be behind here that you could maybe take. Or if there's a clue that you're missing. Because you never know. Okay, so that means we now have access to the dark room, which may or may not have stuff in it. So I'm going to have a quick look. Okay. Nothing else of note now. Okay. So back into the archives we go. Passageway 2 gem requirement, but it does give us double doors. We like that. And assuming this one isn't locked, of course it is. They're both locked. Great. No keys. And only 1 gem. Oh, there's the freezer. We could just call it a day and use the freezer to freeze our money. This actually might be make the best of it. Almost nothing exciting is going to happen with this one door. If I draw the freezer, got no keys. I draw the freezer and I freeze our gems and money. Oh wait, So that's cool. It doesn't matter how many gems I have because my gems are frozen. But there's an extra room? Holy shit. Okay. I'm so glad I went with this. There's an extra room in the freezer if you've got the laser gun doodad. Jesus, this really is the night of setting everything on fire. What else can I do? Prism key. Jeez, oh. Thaw only in the event of my death. Holy shit, this entire thing has turned into a set things on fire day. Simon, I had wished for you to read this letter upon first arriving at Mount Holly, but I couldn't risk the contents of these pages falling into unsympathetic hands. My personal freezer should prove quite the safe box, as all of the staff have for many years respected my wishes that it remain shut and untampered. My favourite snacks were also stored here. But in addition to those delicious treats, it has also for the last 20 years stored many a cryptic message and ciphered note. This nondescript cooler is in fact a dubious frozen postbox of chilled secrets. Nice. Have you heard of Children of Blackwater? I have no idea how forthcoming your father has been about the details surrounding your mother's final chapter, or the role he thinks I played in that end. I have always denied involvement. To him, to the detectives, to the Crown, and now to you as well. But can I honestly say I had nothing to do with her disappearance? And yes, I speak of disappearance, not death. For I too cling to the hope that our fears are unfounded, and have occasionally, from time to time, caught fragments of information that bolster this belief. He thinks her mum's alive as well. Fragments of information that have cost me plenty, for our country is never short of opportunists and blackmailers. Still, as I am now dead, I don't want this knowledge to be buried with me, even if that means passing the burden of these fragments on to you, even if that information may weigh even heavier on your head than the Crown involved. Interesting. Unfortunately, this information is a little too precious to entrust entirely to this freezer. Of course it is, as I am not too confident that the sanctity of my snacks will extend beyond my life. I've always found it best to use multiple baskets when it comes to incriminating eggs, a lesson that I recently learned again when a member of my staff betrayed my confidence. I have placed 8 red envelopes in 8 even more secure locations throughout the estate, and left a hidden message for you among the art that hangs in almost every room in the house. This we know. This message is the key to unlocking these secrets, but you must be open in your interpretation, as the message itself harbours multiple double meanings and hidden entendres. this is what I was saying about that padlock, that the padlock might relate to the eight small gates unlock 8 safes thing, and that I needed to have a look at that. Did I actually read that? Go to that last page. Hold on. Just in case. One final word of guidance. The safe combinations you are seeking will not be found in writing on the estate, so I hope you haven't been wasting too much time jotting down random invoice numbers and dates. Thanks, Herbert. Thanks, Herbert. I mean, there are definitely things we jotted down in the early days before we knew. Only by deciphering the many meanings of the 44-character message can you hope to unlock its many mysteries. To each their own letters. Herbert S. Sinclair. Now, this is the message. So we've already solved this puzzle long before. Just at me next time, Herbert, right? We've already solved this puzzle long before we built the burning glass and got the freezer. This is one of those wonderful things about where the game is not linear at all. We've already solved this because this is the count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes, right? Wait, is it still the same one? Yeah. What was it? I wrote it down somewhere. Hold on. Do I have it written down somewhere? I have it written down somewhere. Was it if you count? No. Gates. 8 dates, crack 8 safes. It's the same. Oh, that's it. If we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. I have it written down somewhere, but yes. So we have that again, which is kind of neat. That we have now found it. Also, I like this, and I wish I had a magnifying glass to see this more clearly. I'm tempted to go back to the commissary and buy one because I want to look at that poster more clearly. How far away is the commissary? Oh, I can't get to it from here. The commissary is on the other side of the foundation barrier, so I can't get back to it because I'm tempted to look at that in more detail because that looks interesting to me. Still, this is cool. We didn't think of this at all. Ooh, frozen chess piece, of course. Servery doodads being kept cold makes sense. Ooh, upgrade disc. And oh, admin key. Revad. There we go, admin key. Is that the admin key to the black gate? The network servers are finally out of cold storage, or at least as many as we could fit in the surrounding walls of the grotto off the east drive. The last few days have been very busy, but I'm glad I was able to a short break from gardening to help Rudolph install the network. It was, after all, the least he could do, since it was I who suggested the final location. We decided that we were going to store the 2 unused servers here in Mount Holly's freezer. They should serve as readily accessible replacements should any of the primary consoles fail. Oh shit, so I might have to come back here to get a rack if one of them has failed. That's kind of cool. So we go in, we boot it up, and it says, yeah, one of these is completely fucked. Go back to the freezer, pull one, bring it back. That's cute. I worry about the moisture content more than anything. Hey, Flying Raisin. But yeah, now that we've frozen our money, maybe next time we'll get the bookshop. And I can finally get the last book in my collection. So, what I need to do though now is I have got this disc. So I need to go to the security office and use it. And then I'm going to go and see if that admin password gets me what I want. And again, I should have gone into the freezer a long time ago with the laser doodad, with the burning glass, but it just never came up in 65 days or whatever. Ooh, upgrading the Nook. Can I add it like tea and kettle station? Oh, you can actually add a breakfast station. So the Nook becomes twice as many keys and bacon and eggs. Reading Nook, you will always draw the library while drafting in this room. So whenever we draw the Nook, we will always draw the library. And usually the Nook for me tends to be in corners, which I worry might draw the library in the wrong direction. But I usually get the library anyway, whereas a key and steps could be very useful. But I think I'm going to go with Reading Nook because it's me and I want a Reading Nook. So that yes, we did get, I think, well, we solved at least some of the clock tower. We opened the door in the clock tower and solved the clock puzzle inside the door, the many clocks. But there's still a couple of things at the top of the clock tower which relate to other puzzles, which I don't think we know enough about yet. But we did solve the room inside the clock tower stuff. We solved all of that, which was cool. But I do think there's a couple of things in the top of the tower that are related to other puzzles, and I don't have all the pieces yet. I don't think the library rooms can turn towards it. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good to know. Because yeah, when I do the nooks in the corners, it'd be good to be like not constantly dead ending myself. Take a closer look here, though. What? Unless you're drawing it from an angle where it's dead. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Not the estate inventory. Keycard system. It's not quite the right dial-up sound, but it's good enough. View all the active terminals. Of course, we have the lab as well. Of course. I don't think I've got anything on that. Data transfers from sync are not currently available. Okay. Not seeing anything out of the ordinary now. don't think I'm seeing anything I haven't seen before. So whatever it is, I am definitely missing it. But that's okay. I don't know if that was always bluer than this one. That's alright. I'm guessing I haven't, and I guess I probably won't. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's, I don't know, maybe 1,000 things I haven't seen properly. I would suspect. Um, hmm. Secrets in my Blueprints game? Well, yeah, I don't think anyone has officially finished the game. At least last time I. But we found the thing and the other thing and so many things, right? Well, yeah, I mean, because there are definitely, as I say, I think right now I have about 14 puzzles on the go. 14 that I know of that are at various stages of understanding. Um, so, like, you know, who knows? Um, yeah, 14 still. And I'm sure there are hundreds more. Like, because there are things that I have seen that I know there are places we can potentially go that I don't know how to get to yet. There are things that it looks like we can do with items that I haven't had the right combination of things, like the power hammer. I still haven't gotten to all the places I can power hammer, um, but I will power hammer all the things eventually. Um, there are there are the puzzles related to the vault and the vault keys and the passports. There are there is the secret in the bookshop, which no idea how that's going to be worked out. I think Amalia might be onto something in that one of the tables in the books looks kind of like a Morajai puzzle, so there could be a puzzle somewhere else that once you solve it, solves the bookshop. Um, there's the History of Arinda first edition, which has the sigils, hopefully, or some more clues about the sigils, plus my combination of Realm and Rune, because I have multiple sigil doors to do. I think I've got 7 left to do. I've got 3 of the doors are open, but all the others are unsolved. Um, there's 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 something in the orchard that I haven't solved. There's a puzzle in the orchard. There's 2 puzzles in the orchard. One of them is about a location of a gem because it's a gem holder, but no gem. And the other one, um, there was something in one of the writings that said something about the orchard, and I can't remember what. But I think there's a couple of puzzles in the orchard. There is the Black Bridge and the whole thing that goes to Black Bridge, finding the last piece of the dongles that go into the attachment. There's there's something else related to the safe room. There's a puzzle about the shadow of the truth. There's something in that. There's something at the top of the clock tower. There's a couple of pieces in the top of the clock tower. There's a thing that looks like sigils, and there's a paper bird. There's something else. Like there's loads of them. Just like off the top of my head, there's a bunch of them still rolling along all the time. Um, I think there are maybe 10 people who had literally nothing better to do than play Blueprints nigh endlessly that have finished the game. Oh, really? I hadn't. Yeah, the last I'd heard, someone in chat said that no one has officially completed the game yet. Oh, but that could have been like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I guess maybe somebody has. Um, but yeah. Oh, whoops. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, like I've got loads. Like there's loads of stuff still ongoing. Um, and to say, when do you regard it as finished? When you've finally read every single thing, you know what I mean? It's like, well, there's that. Although I wonder if, because of Steam telemetry, if you're playing on Steam, I don't know about the other platforms, but if you're playing on Steam, um, the game can tell them when someone finishes it, if you know what I mean. Um, you know, an achievement, a hidden achievement that unlocks when somebody finally solves all 150 puzzles. You know the kind of way, that kind of thing. So I guess they have a way of knowing. Um, but as you say, someone could have solved it without that, I guess. Um, I'm missing something, but whatever it is I'm missing, who knows? As I say, I'm missing so many things. That is, if they made such an achievement. Yeah, although I guess if I don't think I quizzed the person in chat when they said it. Um, I don't think I quizzed a person in chat when they said it. But but if someone said like, yeah, no one has we know no one has officially solved the game yet. I guess I assume they must have had a way of knowing, that kind of way. It's like if if nobody said it, the kind of way. Um, yeah, whatever it is, it'll have to remain a mystery a little bit longer, I guess, because not seeing I'm not seeing anything particularly standy outy. I guess whatever it is will remain a mystery a little bit longer. So where was I going? We've done the freezer. So what was I doing before we stopped in here? I was gonna do something. Shit, what was I gonna do? Blackbridge. Thank you, Blackbridge. Yes. Yes, that's right. I was like, shit, my brain just threw a complete blank, and I was like, I was gonna I was gonna do something. It was gonna be really cool and impressive, and everyone was gonna clap. Um, yes, Blackbridge, because we now have a password. That's right. I wonder if there's a secret hidden achievement. Yeah, that was my suspicion. Is that if there's, because how do you decide when it's finished? Whereas if the game knows that you are close, if the game knows that you're close, then it could, as I say, it could declare itself as finished, and you would get an achievement, and only one person would have that achievement, and they'd know. Assuming, as you say, it's on Steam. I don't know if all the platforms have the same kind of telemetry. I assume they kind of do. But yeah. Yeah, whatever it is, Delcoon, I'm sorry, but I have to disappoint you and go do the thing. But the puzzle is still solved, so next time I'm in the security office with fresh eyes, I'll take another look. Oh, yeah, Brian, shoot. Do you want some spoilers? Oh, yeah, I guess it's not a big thing. The freezer room, I went into it because we had so much money and there's a way of freezing your money. So I went into the freezer room. But because I have the burning glass, I was able to melt things in the freezer room. I got a letter from Herbert, I got an upgrade disc, and another letter from the IT guy because guess who's storing spare servers in the back of the freezer? I'm not going to play this game. I'll contract Steve to play it for you. Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, I am persistent enough that I will be still playing this game 6 months from now. It's like I eat the witness for breakfast. So yeah, this is easy. Got this. I could do this all day, etc., etc. Except I can't do this all day because it's after midnight. So at some point I'll finish. Yeah, exactly. Just all club together and submit like your 10 pence each to the Stephen Continues to Play Blueprints Fund. You know, if you'd like to contract me to play Blueprints, please make a charitable donation to, well, any of 100 of your favorite charities. Feel free. I'm still glad that so far today has all been about setting fire to shit. This is great. I've lit torches, I've lit candles, I've melted ice. Today has just been a day of just setting shit on fire, and I am 100% here for it. Oh, I wonder if I can use the fire at the orchard. If I can light the lamps. Did I just go right past the Black Bridge? I did. Sorry, my bad. But yes, there's also this, which I think relates to the castle puzzle. I think these O's are the O's in the door. When you see the door on the back of the secret tunnel, there's a door, but it's spelled in a weird arrangement. I think the cat in the kennels, the castle puzzle, this, and the door all tie together. I think all of those tie together to form a collection of words or a sentence or something like that. That's my thought. And yeah, welcome to my server room. This is where I encode the stream. Yeah. So, still need one of these. Still looking for that. But now I might have access to this. What was it called? Was it Revady? This admin key has been deactivated. Wait, what? Whoops. So that's cool. We found an admin key for an old admin, but it tells us how the admin keys work. So, the person's name was, hold on, we there's potentially a pattern to how the admin keys are chosen. The person's name was Denny Ravain, Denny who used to work here. So it's the first 4 letters of their surname followed by the first letter of their first name. Is now when everybody claps? Oh, well, I guess once I open it, everyone can clap. So the question is, if Denny Ravain's password has been revoked, who's left who might have a password? Rudolph could have a password. Who is Rudolph? Oh, I should probably have looked at all the staff. Where could I look at staff? Well, what about Babbage? What about Miss Babbage? Hold on, I think I've got a list of people. Oh yeah, I've got some very early notes of some staff. But if Demi, oh, it's not Demi, it's Denny, Stephen. I didn't know. What about Anne Babbage? What about Bab A? First four letters of her second name. Boom. Now you can clap. Now you can clap. Heck yeah. There we go. The Babbage Mark II analytical engine. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, see? Haha. So now we know. And now the Babbage name jokes make more sense. Yes, the Babbage Mark II analytical engine. And we can see all of the access for all of the people. Moore R, Tom K, Rut H, and Rev D. These two are expired. Wait, was it Herbert Rutherford Sinclair or something? No, Herbert was S. Sinclair. Who was Ruth? Oh, shoot. Who was that person? K. Tom is Kimberly Thompson. That's the lab assistant to Dr. Moore. That's Moore R. So Moore R and Tom K are the lab folks. Babbage is Mrs. Anne Babbage. Ruth H. Shoot, I must have written this down somewhere. No. I've written it down somewhere, but I don't know where. Or I haven't written it down, and I've written down their first name, like, because there's photographs of and people, so it's possible I've written down someone's first name and not realized that there's more to it. But it now means I can probably take admin access from Moore R or Tom K, plus 3 additional delisted keys. Baba is you. Ha. So let's try logging in as Moore R. This is not very secure. Like, I'm just going to say this is not very secure. Okay, he can't see the additional 3. I was just curious. Network settings, terminal timeout settings, timeout setting controls, how long the computer terminal stays connected to the network without disconnecting from the server. The default setting is immediate, requires a new connection each time. Stay connected for a month. Sorry, I can't physically do that because of my day job. I'd feel weird. 1 day will be fine. I'd feel weird leaving it on for like longer than that. Can you imagine the 2FA would be in the mansion, right? Yeah, you've got to get the code. Okay, how do I do that? Well, you've got to find this room and this room, and then with that room and that room, do this thing and this thing and this thing. And then if you're lucky, you can find that and that and that. Now, if you have this and this, you can also do this and this, and then you'll get the code if you can figure out the puzzle. Okay, so laboratory mailbox on, security mailbox on, shelter mailbox on, check off-site connections. Inbound debit connections to electronic mail communications out to the local network have been temporarily disabled. So I've turned on all the mailboxes. Yeah, so they're staying on. Okay, good. We've set our thingy to work for a day. Although I guess you'd want to... It saves you having to come in here and redo it if you set it to like a week. I guess if you set it to a week, it saves you having to come in every day to redo it. I don't like leaving it open like that. What am I saying? It's not real. Okay, so a 12086. The last cables have finally been laid. The office terminal has been connected to the central network. Given the ever-changing nature of the rooms of the estate, we chose to install the server outside of the house to maintain connection stability at all times. A small cavern off the eastern drive was selected for the server site. That's where we are right now. All remaining computer terminals on the estate are now connected to the network mainframe and will now begin testing remote access capabilities between them. I've also asked the Baron to come up with a name for the network. After some deliberation, our network has been named Blackbridge, a somewhat ominous name for the project given to the legend from which the term derives, though very fitting considering we chose an actual cave to house the mainframe. I only hope that our servers do not suffer that same fate that befell those in the story. We need to learn about the Blackbridge story. Regular maintenance report fixed a connection error that was occurring between the office and security terminal. We have also had electronic mail capabilities for each terminal that can be accessed to the network. Cool. Recording capabilities, all cameras have been disabled. Additionally, the existing video playback functionality of the security terminals have been removed. Why? And a bunch of logs have been deleted. As requested yesterday, a new admin key created, though the requested name doesn't quite fit with our typical length formatting. Effective immediately, all electronic mail capabilities have been restricted and now can only be accessed via the office terminal. All of the terminal inboxes have been archived and can only be restored via admin control. Temporary access mainframe Blackbridge Grotto has been restored. Perform routine maintenance. More routine maintenance. Updated access privileges for the following accounts. Admin get full access. Personal access get only access to the user database. Archive access gets full access and access to the archive admin logs and deleted database entries. What I need to do is create a new user and change their access. RTA is down while we work on a solution to reported terminal connection failures. RTA is working again. RTA remote terminal access. Terminals connecting tested faster functionality. This makes future testing easier and added ability to access offline terminals through the RTA when Blackbridge is open. So if Blackbridge is open, then I can access something remote. Does that mean there's something outside the house network that I can now access because I've now got the terminal open? Per request, one temporary admin key has been created in the network for RuthH. Admin key deactivated for RuthH. One new admin key has been added to the network. Thomas K, welcome to the team. Added new data management features to Blackbridge admin control. Updated user database. Changing of the guard in preparation for Simon's arrival. Inbound and outbound messages as well as offsite connections from outside the estate have been disabled per the instructions left by the Baron himself. Utilizing the Blackbridge system, you can import trophy data from other save files into the current profile. This is a convenient way to collect trophies in one file that might be impossible to get in a single profile. Ah, that's interesting. So if you have multiple saves and you've got trophies elsewhere, I wonder why it would be difficult to get them in a single profile though. Also, we have duplicate data, clear data, create backup, and restore from backup, so I guess that's real stuff. What about user database settings? Can I change the admin access? Last login 93. Wait, is that me logging in today? Last login 93. Recent transfer from Synca, former executive HS Claire. I don't seem to be able to give more access. I wonder if I have to go back to the security office now that I've done this. How many steps we've got? We've got 10 steps. I don't think I can make it back to the security office. Still though, that's progress. If nothing else, that's progress. Can I make it back? Lovely sky, isn't it? It's such a pretty game. Can I make it back? There's nothing I can... Wait, the kitchen... I already bought everything in the kitchen, didn't I? I think my money is frozen anyway. I think I already bought everything. So if I head for this... 7... This will be the end of the stream anyway, so we'll although I did say to Delkun that I would next time I'm in the security office I'd give it another look around. I didn't actually mean right now today, but here we are. I need to look up all my names as well and see if I'm missing a particular name. But this is cool. We've now got access to Blackbridge. I still think it's a Stargate, but like, apparently it's just IT. I thought it was a Stargate. Disappointed. It's just IT. So yeah, can I now? Wait, that's the same thing again. Can I now log on to the network and now can I access Blackbridge? I mean, also a Stargate was IT. That's true. That is true. It was when they were talking about the fact that a lot of the sigils had weather and there were all these places and what they were like and what the weather was like. And I'm like, meanwhile, I've got this big door and something called the Black Bridge. And I'm like, it's a shadow gate. It's a, it's a Stargate where you step in one end and come out the other side. It's a black hole. Also, there's a little bit of lock and key, that kind of vibe. So, well, read some things, validated some thoughts, let me enjoy Steven puzzles. Well, indeed. So that's what they did with the Artark. Yeah, right? Everyone remember that episode? Oh no, we're doomed. It's an ice planet. Nothing but ice as far as we can see. The whole planet is ice. That was the one thing I always hated about Stargate. It's like you assume that the entire planet is the half a square mile around the gate. Always. Who does that? So now, data transfers are not currently available. So what am I missing? Well, I'm missing a satellite dish, because that's what the picture shows me, a satellite dish. So that's the thing I have to do. What better place to put a satellite than on top of the clock tower? What do I have access to now? Wait, not that. Not that. Can I do a special order now that I've got... Oh, I can do a special order for the commissary, which is kind of cool. I'll order the magnifying glass again, just to be sure they have it. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put definitely give me a magnifying glass, please, because after the last time. So can I now access lots more mail? Stop recording. Did I already see this? Please suspend all recordings. Live surveillance has been approved, but Brian no longer wishes to have the tapes log the activity. Randolph Moore, that's Moore R. And Babbage. Still learning how to use the machine. Thanks for bringing this to your attention. This is not something I considered, but does reasonable suggestion. I will discuss it with the Baron at the next meeting. I know he has expressed intent in installing security access levers for both redundancy and convenience. That's about those. Darren Kirk. Security measures. Having an antechamber lever in the weight room. As the years have gone by, the Baron's frequency of working out in the room has gone from once in a red moon to as rare as a man without self-pity. Jesus. Thanks, Dar K. Fuck me. As such, we find this room mostly relegated to guest use, and given that an antechamber lever is not only unsuited but also poses a security risk. Fair. Oh, whoops. Another request. If you have anyone with those red and blue memo sheets, the Baron has requested a handful of them for a new project he's working on in the clock tower. So that's the clock tower puzzle we've solved. For my part, I can't understand for the life of me why the Baron continues to insist on confounding my staff. Confident in the confusion in the best security, but not in my department, so I'll leave that to you, the Baron. So that's part of the clock tower puzzle that we solved. So that is related to the clock tower. We did that bit. So after we did that, what else did we miss? There's the poem at the top of the clock tower. Confusion is the best security. Yeah. To be fair, for most planets, that actually was the case. I mean, yeah, but it's a strange assumption when you're someone from Earth to make, because Earth is a very, diverse and varied blue ball in the cosmos. It's like, half a square mile, it can change, instantly, Um, but yeah. So I haven't got data transfers. Remote terminal access though. What terminals? Oh wait, it's possible to connect to other active terminals elsewhere in the estate using RTA, and one offline terminal may be accessed using the Black Bridge protocol. Shelter is currently offline. Would you like to connect to this terminal using a Black Bridge connection? So I can now connect to a shelter using Black Bridge, but it's still only the same 3 terminals. Sure, give me a Black Bridge connection to the shelter. I don't know. Welcome to the Mount Holly bomb shelter. Radiation levels. Sure. Cool. Like, not enough millisieverts to be worried about, I'm assuming. I don't know much about. That is, SV is sievert, isn't it? So, I don't know enough about radiation levels, but given the scaling, that looks pretty baseline. Time lock safe. Wait. So yeah, the fact that I can go onto a terminal with Blackbridge is dead handy. It means you don't have to worry about always having every room active. Wait. But yeah, I suspect I'm missing something. Anyway, RTA, because they said something off the estate, so I suspect I need external satellite connection to get to whatever's off the estate. I'm missing something, but at least we're making some progress. Yeah, the warning about them and all the doors locking. Yes, exactly. I'm not seeing anything else though. So for now, I guess we stick a pin in this. It is handy being able to connect to everything and using Blackbridge to get to the one offline machine, which is hello. Oh, it just auto logs me in. What was the experiment I had set up? Whenever you draft a floor plan, whenever you draft a red room, each time you find some trash while digging. God, if only I had that earlier. Like, that would have been wonderful. Add 3 aquariums. Every time you dig up nothing, add 3 aquariums, and I dug up like 17 trash. Okay, I reckon we call it here, because we have not, whatever it is, we have not seen anything new. We have got our money locked in for tomorrow because of the freezer, so that's cool. And I guess we will we'll make another attempt in future. We'll drink whatever that is. Right, okay. Let us call it a day, I guess. Do I have anything else I can do? Burn stuff? No cloakroom, but I can't store anything anyway. No. Oh, I could probably use the prism key in the passageway. I've got just enough steps to get to a door. just enough steps to get to a door? Sure, fuck it. I have 2 keys, so let's just use a normal key. Let's see what we get. Pump room, furnace, archive floor plan, vault, but I don't have the gems, and I can't add gems because they're frozen. Servants' quarters, something archived. Casino, again, I've only got the 1 gem, so I'm kind of locked out of most things. Meh. Wait, if you have multiple rooms or a room like aquarium that is a living being, do they get duplicated? Well, yeah. Remember the thing about the animals? That could be kind of cool. Hey, buddy. Hi. Yeah, hi. I love the way they come up on the glass and are like... but yeah, I guess we call it a day here and we play video games. You know, we'll just play video games. That's what we'll do. But yeah, let's call it a day here. So yeah, frozen assets for tomorrow. So if we can get the bookshop, so library and then bookshop, we'll have enough money to buy the first edition History of Arinda, which might be very useful. Red shopping center, cool. And yeah, the Cloister of Draxus is pretty badass, but I feel like we didn't earn that opening. Ding. But yeah, I feel like we didn't earn that opening. I don't feel like I solved it. I feel like we glitched it, and that's a bit weird. But yeah, it is what it is. So save and quit. It's like very tempting to start a whole new different save just to go to the cloister and see if I can do the same thing as I did, but with a green cloister. But yeah, day 68. So next time we'll get a day 69. But yeah, let's zoop out for now. Thank you all very, very much for hanging out. Sorry my voice just keeps going. It seems like my throat's just not in good form today. Let us do the thank yous and then we will find somebody to raid. So, thank you, Nix, for the raid. Thank you, DC, for the raid. Thank you, Rogan, for the raid. Thank you, Farmagay, for the follow. Thank you, Nick, for the resub. Thank you, Lily, for the resub. And I think that's everybody. But yeah, thank you all very, very much for hanging out. Rest of the week is slightly different. There is no stream on Saturday. No stream touching grass. So we'll not be here because Sue and I will be out. So no stream on Saturday. But on Sunday, we will be climbing grass and falling off it with Peak. So that should be good. Yes, take care, Delkin. Thank you very much for hanging out. I promise eventually I will find whatever that is that you need me to find. I'll figure it out eventually. I will. I promise. I like you still put a time for the no stream day. Well, yeah, just because I guess people are used to the thingy having the timestamps. So at 3 o'clock, there won't be a stream when you expect it to be, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so that'll be fun on Sunday though. And then next week, I don't know yet 100% if I will have a stream on Wednesday. Some of next week isn't under my control. So I don't know for sure yet. Assume I probably will have a stream on Wednesday, but I will update. You know, my Blue Sky will always have this on it at the top of the pinned comments. But yeah, assume I'm back next Wednesday. If not, I might rejig Saturday to be a Blueprints day so we can get our 69 in. But yeah, thank you all very, very much again for hanging out. Let me go find somebody to raid, and then I can go and tuck Sue in if she's not already asleep. Let me see. Following, live, scrolly down. See who we've got. Yes, no more burning things once the game closes. I mean, the only fire I have access to is the birthday cake lighter. And all I do is light candles with it, so... let me see. Pop, 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 pop. Just trying to see if there's somebody I haven't raided in a while, and I could raid them instead. No, I guess we are going to raid on over to Selena, who is doing BG3 by the thumbnail. Yes, it's BG3. So we will raid on over to the very nice Selena Price. There we go. That is the raid started. There is the raid call, available as always in a subscriber version and a non-subscriber version, so you can just copy paste whichever one has the emotes you can use. No, thank you very much, J-Lady, for being here. Thank you everyone for being here. Appreciate you all hanging out. Have a lovely evening. Sleep well if it's time where you are, or if, like me and Amalia, enjoy the rest of your night/early morning. But yeah, thank you all again very, very much for hanging out, and I will see you all again soon.